Welcome back, folks, another episode of Firewood Doctor. Today we're taking a tour of the new Woodyard. There's not much to see. Basically, I'm near the edge of the green space, so from here to there, so we're looking at half a semi-load worth of wood that could fit between here and the trees. So I got, if I laid them out this way, I could fit 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, maybe 9 loads of wood in here, and keep this section up here open for processing. Yeah, this is all gravel that I'm on here. It's just not driven on very much. Can't put anything right there. Sorry, still recovering. I'll have indoor, well, somewhat indoor storage. I'll be able to park a log splitter of mine under shelter, so I'll be able to do that. Get turned around here. Oh, hey, could drive all the way through. Nice. So when the log truck guy comes, he can just drive up alongside to where he's gonna put the logs, and the logs over there, and just drive right out. So that'll be a good deal for him. Or you could drive in that way and drop the logs off over there, you know, on the driver's side. So what the plan is going forward here is, for one, couldn't ask for a better Woodyard location. Sorry again, still recovering. This is a very busy state highway. Those of you that are local will know exactly where this place is local to me. So he says anywhere is fine to start dumping stuff here. And he said if I can put stuff over there, that's fine, because there's some space over there where I could put the logs right away where they're not going to be plowed up with snow, because if I get that rented skid steer, can restack logs right away. So next winter this won't be plowed in with snow. They'll be shoved up more this way. But the kicker is, besides this will be a processing location, also be a retail location. That's right, new roadside stand. Since I'm losing my old Woodyard, start off with bundles here in that corner. Yeah, in that corner where the snow is now. Not as much snow as I thought there would be. But yeah, I'm going to start off with doing pretty much all bundles, and then build inventory for firewood delivery service, so I can get back to doing that. So yeah, new roadside stand's going to be bundles only. I got to build a nice stand for that, better than what I had at the old Woodyard, and then I'll move the racks out here too. So I'll do some of that too once I get inventory processed. So I should be able to get all the wood processed by spring, hopefully, the stuff that I got. That'd be nice by the time April rolls around, because then that's when the campers start coming in and they start looking for firewood. That's going to be my primary storage. Not as much room as I was hoping to get somewhere, but you can't beat this location. Busy state highway. So yeah, the bundle sales are going to go through the roof, I'm sure, in this when spring hits. So, and the bundles are where the money is at. And then I can use that to fuel other things. Try not to get the billboard in the way, but otherwise I gotta like turn your aim at my dashboard. Back up a little bit. There we go. I can get more of the scenery in without the billboard. So yeah, and then eventually in the summer have the loose bulk racks coming out this way. As long as I don't block in access to the overhead doors on either end of that building, or block in anything he has stored up here, so you can pull campers out, blocking the storage over there, I'm good. So as long as I keep it on the grass area, I'll be golden here. So it's maybe less room than what I got, but it's going to be a lot more ideally packaged, because parking area will be away from the production area. And right now the parking lot turnaround is eating up most of the Woodyard space, so that's not so bad. But the real benefit is being right on this highway. And then he'd be looking to have me do a bundle stand, at least, in a location close to his rental properties, vacation rentals, so that's a bonus. And then put me in his brochure that he gives to all the guests that have a firewood delivery service. And I told him, yeah, once I get inventory built up, then I can do firewood deliveries, you know, on top of the bundles, because the bundles are going to take priority, because I got to get that bundle wood done first. So I'm thinking that the bundle wood's going to be the ash, and probably the cherry as well, because that's pretty small. I might do the cherry as delivery wood or bundles. I'm not sure. Maybe both. It depends on how small I split it. So if I split it small, it's going to be all bundle wood. But yeah, that's going to come down to what size I feel like splitting that wood down to. So he said something about one point like a wall of firewood. So I don't know if he's talking about racks going all the way down this length here. So I may need to add a different processing center at some point other than here, because this is going to get me going. Yeah, so this is the new Woodyard. It kind of stinks that I'm out in view of the busy highway. It makes it kind of hard to hide stuff, but the visibility, you cannot beat this traffic count. Busy state highway. Yeah, so what do you folks think? Think this is a good move? Because this is going to cost me nearly twice as much as the old Woodyard, but the exposure here. Plus, he has no problem if I add a firewood processor. Well, here, it's going to be impossible to run a big processor like Brute Force or Easton made. It's just not enough room here. There just isn't. Unless I processed wood right there and then stored it, all the split wood over there. Or like a range road, I'd probably have to go to a range road. Too bad it's the range road is right to left. I could use left to right. That might be the kicker. Look for a left to right processor, because in this Woodyard, putting the logs up, actually dump trailer at that end, the conveyor off of the processor, then the processor itself, and then the log lift live deck. Yeah, I just have to move a lot of stuff with a tractor. That processor in a dump trailer is going to take up so much room. Or just load it into my truck and then just haul it off to where it's going to be stacked. So a lot of thinking to do. I'll show you this part from this end. is not the space I was thinking it was going to be. But yeah, but I could put plenty of logs in here once I get going on the log truck delivery. So I could put at least, I'm going to have them stacked like 1, 2, 3. I could do 2, possibly 3 loads wide. And then maybe a gap, and then 3 more. So the most I could probably do is 6 loads here. We'll have to see how that works, because I'm going to be doing mostly bundles, and yeah, it's not going to be maybe the permanent solution, but you know, I'd like to keep this as a retail location once I move to a bigger processing area. And maybe once I get my own property, that's the ultimate goal, is to get my own property to process at, and then just haul the wood here as needed for bundles, you know, and the new roadside stand. So yeah, so it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I got booted out. It forced me to take action on getting to a better location. Now, yeah, I'm going to lose a lot of probably customers because I'd be losing the location that I'm at to come here, because I'm right next to all those campgrounds. But then again, I'm gaining so much more traffic here, so much more traffic. Holiday weekends, this road is insanely busy. So if I do take a page out of Ohio Woodburner's book, he's well, he doesn't have a book, you know, but out of his page out of his arsenal of business ideas, go to premium bundle cooking wood, which would be nice for smoking wood and stuff. That's where the money's at. That's where I'd like to go. Plus, still do some firewood deliveries. So once deliveries are done for the year, that I'm out of inventory, that's it. I want to say no. I'm out of firewood for deliveries. So I'm going to have to go to that. That's so I can keep the inventory on hand for the bundles. So right now, I have no idea how the bundles are going to do. Yeah. Yeah, so no idea how bundles are going to do, since I never hit the bundles before, and I'm going to have to get a bundler. So that's where the tax money is going to go with that, and a new bumper for the truck. So if you saw it in the last video, you might have seen the bumper kind of go into one corner. When I bumped that old fire ring, you know, it's basically held. I don't know what's holding the bumper together. Probably the chrome or the rubber strip on top. You know, those are the only 2 things holding the bumper together. It's that I didn't know it was that rotted. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new bumper and a bundle machine. I could get one for $500, but the problem is how to get it here in time. That's the thing. How am I gonna get it here? It's a used one. It's made a couple of firewood channels already, but that'd be nice if I could get a hold of that for $500. That would be something. I could put up with moving it around without wheels for a while, you know, until I could get a better machine. Yeah, I could start moving firewood here right now if I wasn't so sick. I'd start moving firewood now. I'd get the pine and start, you know, and maybe grab some of those pallets. I could get pallets and work. I could start stacking some wood here, you know, and just get it out of the wood yard. I could start doing that now. Actually, I could have moved the splitter today, but I just wasn't feeling it because I didn't eat anything for breakfast this morning. So, yeah, this has been a long time coming. Constant disputes, you know, interpersonal relationships just kept getting worse and stuff, you know, at the old Woodyard. Some of it's my fault, some of it's theirs. Every relationship, business or otherwise, is a two-way street. And a lot of the most of the fault is on my end, but then again, I knew sooner or later I was going to be moving out of that location anyway, so that isn't a big deal. This just forced things to happen quite a bit fast, but maybe 3 years sooner than I planned on. I was hoping to get a little more established, get at least 2 more full seasons before I'd have to move. That would have been ideal. 2 more full seasons before I moved, and then it would have been great. But yeah, if I could eventually, if I get enough business going here, could depending on what he uses for rental out here, could set up the processor right there, and that would have to be an extra agreement. That would be nice, because then I could keep that out of the way of the log storage. Yeah, ideally, this is good for a small firewood operation, which is what I've got going. I could right now, if I had the cash, I would just have, probably about 4 truckloads of logs brought in, then I'd be set for the year. Plus what I got, I'd be set, I think. We'll see. I can always get more bundle wood from someone I know. No, he's got the wood. I just have to, I could still turn a profit. I could still run a 200% profit margin after buying the wood and then selling it as bundles. There's no question on that. I could still turn a hefty profit on wood like that. At least 180% profit. I'd get my money back and then some. It'd be enough to get me going if I need inventory. So, but yeah, let me know. Oh, one more thing. What do you think of running a firewood processor here? Something like the Range Road, because something like a brute force 1424 is your cheapest model. That's like 40 grand. The Yappa 315 Plus, I don't know if there's a 315 Pro, but the highway towable version, that's still like 25 grand. The Yappa 365 Pro Road, I don't know what they still call it, Pro or Pro Road, their road version of 365, that's in the mid to upper $30,000 range. I just don't see that happening for this size of Woodyard. I do see something like the Range Road Eco Pro 300 happening. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Next 3 weeks going to be interesting. We'll be moving the wood here, and then I'm also going to be processing it. There is a section here where I could start putting inventory somewhat. So yeah, next year it's going to be a little interesting for him where he's going to put snow. But the landlord is going to go to bat for me and make sure that my stuff is not plowed in. So, and then I could just hand shovel, snow blow the rest of it out until I get a tractor. It'd just be a small one for here, something to move small logs. And if the log is too big for the tractor lift, I'll just get the saw bucket in half and then put that log into the by like the tree service wood. So it had tree service wood. That's another thing. The landlord also knows one of the local tree service companies, so they could be doing dumps of wood in here too. So I'm gonna have to see how that all works out. Because once I get tree service wood, that stuff's gonna have to be processed right away. If my log stuff is ready to burn, I don't have to be in such a hurry to cut and split it. I just got to get it cut, split, and stacked. This tree service wood has got to be cut, split, stacked, dried, then sold, unless it's ash. I don't know if there's a whole lot of ash left in this area. This ash borer ripped through here, started going through here a couple years ago. Started ripping through here, so that's all I got for this new Woodyard. Thoughts and future plans. So till next time, folks, take care. Go out there, do something. Have fun doing it.